You just finished eating. Nothing feels wrong. You might feel slightly full or a bit sleepy, but inside your body, something important has already started. Within minutes, your blood sugar begins to rise. Glucose enters your bloodstream rapidly, especially if your meal contained carbohydrates. Your body responds immediately. The pancreas releases insulin, a hormone responsible for moving glucose out of your blood and into your cells, where it can be used for energy. Under normal conditions, this process is smooth and controlled. However, when too much glucose enters the bloodstream at once, the system becomes strained. Instead of a steady flow, your blood sugar rises sharply. To compensate, your body releases more insulin than usual. This repeated pattern, frequent spikes followed by high insulin release, can gradually reduce your body's sensitivity to insulin. And this is where the real problem begins. Most people finish eating and then sit down. At that moment, the glucose remains in the bloodstream for longer than it should. The spike becomes higher and lasts longer. The body is forced to work harder to bring it back down. Over time, this contributes to energy crashes, increased fat storage, and a higher risk of insulin resistance. But your body has a built-in solution. Your muscles are not just for movement, they play a major role in controlling blood sugar. When your muscles contract, even during light activity, they can absorb glucose directly from the bloodstream without relying heavily on insulin. This changes everything. The moment you start walking after a meal, your body shifts from storing energy to actively using it. Instead of allowing glucose to accumulate in your blood, your muscles begin clearing it almost immediately. As a result, your blood sugar rise becomes smaller and more controlled. Even a short walk can make a noticeable difference. You do not need intense exercise. A slow, relaxed walk is enough. You can walk outside, move around your house, or even march in place. What matters is movement. Timing also plays a critical role. If you begin walking within 10 to 15 minutes after finishing your meal, you reduce the spike before it reaches its peak. If you wait too long, the spike has already occurred and the benefit is reduced. Now consider walking before eating. When you walk before a meal, especially after several hours without food, your body has lower available glucose. In this state, it relies more on stored fat for energy. This increases fat utilization, so both approaches have benefits. Walking before eating helps with fat burning. Walking after eating helps control blood sugar. However, for overall metabolic health, walking after meals is more impactful for most people because it directly addresses the repeated spikes that occur every day. And the best part is how simple it is. You do not need special equipment. You do not need a gym. You do not even need perfect conditions. If you cannot go outside, you can walk indoors. If space is limited, you can move in place. Even a few minutes is beneficial. 10 minutes is powerful. What matters most is consistency. After every meal, you have a simple choice. You can remain still or you can move. That one decision, repeated daily, has long-term effects on your energy, your metabolism, and your overall health. So the next time you finish eating, do not sit immediately. Stand up. Start moving, even at a slow pace, because that small action is doing far more for your body than it seems.